Okay, looks like we're on. Hello, everyone. Tonight we're playing Castlemania, Symphony of the Night. And we play as Arukarudo, son of Dorakara. I stole that joke, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Sue me? Let's go ahead and... We're gonna start up a new game instead of what we've been doing. We'll go ahead and name this... that's what we'll call it. You know, we don't talk over the cutscenes. These important, you know, establishing shots. Alright, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try and get that 16 strength bonus for Alucard. So if you never actually like played this game, you get like, oh, hold on, don't talk over the cutscene.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same can be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
Alright, now we're just gonna take on this very difficult boss fight here. As you can see, very, very difficult. Whoops, did not mean to get hit there. Or there. Or there. Oh well. So what I was saying before I got interrupted was that if you defeat Dracula quickly enough, you get stat bonuses for Alucard in the main game. So hopefully I got that. If not, you know, whatever. It's not like this game's that tough anyway. Oh, and I guess I'll point out that, like, I'm not planning on, like, meandering during this stream. Like, I'm not gonna grind for items, and I'm not gonna, like, go for every single map square. Just gonna play normally. Kind of be expedient about it. It seems kind of big. Not something you can knock out in an hour, like, you know, like how I was fumble fucking with Sonic last night. Gonna play with the loading screen while that goes on. Yeah, I know about the backward dash trick, but I don't want to run into any zombies, you know? Like that. But hold on, drop some money. Yeah, get that paper L card. So, like, not to be, like, you know, a hipster for video games, but I actually did play this, like, when it came out back in 1997. So, you know, one, I know a lot about it, and, oh, hold on, another cutscene. Can't talk over the cutscene.
Other card. What is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals. I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You shall regret those words. We will meet again.
Okay, and we're back. And as I was saying, I played this a lot as a kid, and you know, when you're a kid, you have like nothing better to do. Oh fuck! Sorry, I messed that jump up. That will not happen twice. Anyway, when you're a kid and you have like nothing better to do other than like sit around and, like play with your wiener, I spent a lot of time like exploring the castle. And like trying to find like all these hidden areas, like seeing if you can go back outside. I mean, you can't technically. Well, I mean, technically you can if you use like the hidden item and glitch your way through, but like I kept looking for all these like special areas that didn't exist. And I think my completed time was like a ridiculous number of hours. Go ahead and equip that sword. And we're not doing no challenge run, so forget your red rust, buddy. But we will save real quick. Yeah, you never know. Everything could crash or power can go out. The only two reasons to ever, you know, worry about something happening in Symphony of the Night. Oh, can you, like, hear everything alright? People who are watching? Like, can y'all hear me and hear the game alright? And we're not drowning each other out or anything? I'll take your silence as a yes. Don't get hit by no blood skeleton. And we're just gonna take damage to save time. Yeah, I don't mess with shields in this game. You know, little bit of insider news for you there. I don't actually ever equip shields unless I'm using like a weapon that needs it, like the shield rod. I prefer to have like a smaller weapon that like with like a quick attack animation. Like you see, if I swing my sword, it's kind of slow, but if I punch, it's pretty quick. And that'll mean something later. Okay, so the sound is solid from what you're telling me. Ah, resist thunder. That'll be a very important item. Never. Hold on, I'm about to solve a very complicated puzzle here. Fuck. Ah, so much damage. Ugh. And, you know, the whole backdash thing, I'm only gonna do it if, like, I'm in a long corridor, because it's kind of an annoying sound effect. Like, yeah, you move faster, but not much else to, you know, no other real reason to use it. You know, we're not speedrunning Symphony of the Night. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think I have the MP for it, so I'll just use this. Great job. Shit, just get out of here. We'll just heal up real quick, get rid of that poison. Whatever. Alright, here we are, first boss. You ready for this? Oop. It's fine, we can take these hits, it won't really matter. I mean, yeah, I can equip the shield and deal with those fireballs, but there's a reason why I'm not. I can just crouch down and punch him. Take him out that way. Oh, hold on. Shh. Love that sound effect when you kill the blood zombies. Those are great. Also, like the sound effect when you press the button. Check this out. Nice. A lot of nice detail, a lot of good Foley art in this game. Also, a neat little thing here. You know, if you do like a jump with a bare-fisted weapon, you'll do a punch, but if you hold diagonally down, you'll do a jump kick. Neat little thing there. I actually didn't know this for a long time. Because I was like, oh, you gotta have a shield, because you know, those are so useful. Because not like everything in this game like does no damage and is super easy to avoid, so I'm gonna replace that with this. Because now you can see I can use that to stab things really close, you know, things that are really close, and there. Okay, now we're back. Thank you, Windows 10 for causing me to lose focus on my official PlayStation window. Yeah, we're only playing legitimate copies on this stream. I like how he throws his hair back like that too. Just a lot of neat little details, you know? This is a game about details. That's what makes it great. It's like the reason that I use like the dual wielding weapons like this is I played way too much of a Harmony of Despair on Xbox 360, which is that multiplayer Castlevania that was actually kind of terrible. Ugh. Because like none of the characters were particularly balanced very well. And then Konami decided to like patch it so it's even more unbalanced. But anyway, in that game, it's like you know, shields were completely useless because everything killed you in one shot anyway, so you might as well just use a second weapon. And I applied that to this game, and it works just fine too. Just gonna stab them until they're dead. Yeah, so in case you haven't figured it out, getting poisoned causes your attack to go down, like, drastically. So, killing things takes longer. And we got holy water, we won the game. Oh, don't want that axe. Anyway, so like getting back to playing this game when I was a kid, I spent way too much time in the marble gallery, even though there's like no real reason to, just because there's so much like hidden shit. And oh, what the? Oh, thank you. I guess I'm not one-shotting these guys. And also like, oh, hold on, cutscene. I'll get back to it later.
You seem human, and yet, what do you here?
I've come to destroy this castle.
Then we have the same purpose. I'll trust you for now. I'm Maria. Who are you?
Alucard.
Not the talkative type, I can see. Well, perhaps we'll meet again. If you live that long. Farewell.
Anyway, so as I was saying, like, when I played this, I didn't have a computer, let alone internet, so there's no game facts to tell me about all this hidden stuff, like that area in the clock tower, in the clock. I didn't know you had to use the stopwatch to open up the other side. Oh, by the way, you have to use a stopwatch to open up that other little statue there. So I can never get like the full 200.5% or whatever. Although I eventually did get like a strategy guide for this game, and it was terrible because it still didn't tell you how to get to that other side of the clock, and didn't tell you how to get the holy symbol, which lets you swim underwater. Does anyone care that I'm spoiling this game? It's like over a decade old, or over 20 years old at this point. Or almost 20 years old. And also another thing that I spent way too much time on is, let's go back here. You see, look out this window here. You can see there's an eyeball just floating. I thought that was like a boss or an enemy, and there's a way out there to fight it. So I spent like forever trying to figure out a way back there, and One day I discovered, no, that's impossible. It doesn't happen. Actually, how much MP do I have? Let me check. Oh no, I can't do Soul Steal yet. Hold on a second. There. Took long enough. Just want to get a little health back. And just gonna take a quick break here. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit. Yeah, listen to that good music and oh, what's this? Oh my god, there's a hidden room here. I didn't know about that section for a while. But yeah, the jewel knuckles will be part of my inventory for a while. Kind of like this area. You can just sit in the chair, you know, just hang out, take a load off. You can also look out here, see if the sea captain's out here. He's not. Nope. Oh. Yeah, there we go. So is that like a 20-sided die? I don't play Dungeons & Dragons, so I have no idea. That's just like a little nerd reference they threw in there. Now a neat thing you can do, but I'm not going to, because I don't feel like it, is you can then, excuse me, is you can equip the red rust. Well, as you can see, I didn't really need to do that, because it's a shit weapon, and it doesn't even work half the time, but when it does, it can also cast Curse, which the Doppelganger is susceptible to, but punching him also worked really well. So there we go. Got a nice long-range weapon and a nice short-range weapon. And I'll come back there later. That's the Donkey Kong skeleton. Like, ain't even joking, that's based on Donkey Kong. Oh yeah, no real reason to go up there just yet. Oh, that elevator. Elevator is like the funniest thing to me. Now we're gonna head back up here. Was that that thing I grabbed? And turn into a wolf. They can also bark jingle bells if I time it right. Okay, Medusa heads are kind of getting in my way here. Just wanna pick up that little boost there. We go to this keyhole here. That'll take us all the way back to the entrance. There's like different areas, like different teleports, and they take you to a different section of the castle. You can figure out which one, you know, either by looking at the map or memorizing which animal is on the wall. So it's the horse here. Scorpion is the outer wall. Yeah, I spent way too much time with this game as a kid. Let's go here. One of my favorite songs in the game. So I'm gonna kind of shut up for a minute. Oh, shit. Okay, we're down here. I'm gonna hit these. We're gonna hit the books, literally. Alucard's fight against illiteracy. I don't think I'll get it to drop, but the Durons drop a sword, drop a rapier. It's not like, it's kind of middle of the road as far as stats go, but It's better than what I currently have equipped with the Gladius. Gradius. That's also a good game. Shh, cutscene.
Been a long time, old one.
Don't talk over the cutscene.
Oh, it's you, Master Alucard. What do you need?
I need your help.
Young Master, I cannot aid one who opposes the Master.
You won't go unrewarded.
Really? In that case, just tell me what you need.
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, why not?
Thank you.
So Joseph's cloak is like pretty much the only equipment you ever actually need to buy from here.
Farewell for now.
Since that, you know, it's a pretty good cloak to have, like stat-wise, but also, as it said in the description, actually opens up the rest of these options here. I might mess with the window color later. I don't want to bore you as opposed to this otherwise riveting action I've been subjecting you to. And I can't go up there yet, so I will come back later. Good thing I'm playing like the PlayStation version and not like that 360 port where attacking diagonally is impossible because the 360 controller sucks for 2D games. Ah, shit. And also, I have played the Sega Saturn version, which is... Let's just pretend that didn't happen. The Saturn version, which was, like, terrible, but it had some additions, and one of them was you got a third equipment slot, and you can use that for, like, one-time use items, like potions and stuff. And you just hit, like, one of the buttons on the controller, you can automatically use it instead of having to go in and equip a potion every single time, which was very nice. I'm gonna grab that. Oh, didn't want to go through here, but punch him anyway. He was in my way. I'm gonna go back here. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the armor that I got in the outer wall prevents you from getting turned into stone, so I can get hit by those seeds and not become a statue. Otherwise, you know, that's what I would turn into. I like how these statues are pelvic thrusting the money bag here. Diplocephalus. Isn't that a guy who makes EDM music? I'm very, very sorry for that horrible joke. Anyway, so what I bought at the library was the Jewel of Open, which lets you open up these blue doors that you're going to see here in a moment. And I can jump on this and open up those like pink floors that I ran over earlier. But I'm not going to go there yet. Because there's another blue door that I can open. But before I do that, I'm going to go through the rest of the marble gallery. Is this the... okay, no, that's... There are two floors, so I'm kind of muttering at myself which one is which. Flea Man. Kind of an annoying enemy in other Castlevania games. But yeah, I'm gonna go down here now. So I skipped over that last time. I like putting those silly tables. Oh, what's this? Smart potion. That's only a temporary boost. I should probably like show off what some of these items do at some point. Maybe I'll do that right now. So yeah, that just temporarily increases your intelligence. Doesn't do much. You can just like it's just there if you like use a ton of magic. It's like, oh, you can open doors with this and look at enemy names and how much damage you do. Yeah, nothing too important right now, aside from turning into a wolf and getting things out of candles. But I like these guys. They just cower if you get too close to them. Oops. Jumped right into him there. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Ah. Just get all this money here. Oops. What's that? That's just... I forgot how to do it. Doesn't matter to beat him. There's other magic spells that Alucard can do, but I never use them, so I forgot the commands. They're done Street Fighter style. Anyway, I'm just gonna run right down here real quick. Okay, I still can't really make it over there, so I won't. What I need to do is go back to the alchemy lab. Also, a nice little bit of trivia here is that blunt weapons, like this jewel knuckles here, will do more damage to skeletal enemies than my sword will, even if I had like a stronger sword. I mean, it doesn't really mean a whole lot. Like, after like the first few minutes of the game, but still, it's a neat little thing to know. Don't want to, yeah, do a sick little Kamen Rider kick on him. Actually, now that I think about it, this might have been one of the first PlayStation games I ever played. Because, like, when I got my PlayStation, I had Final Fantasy VII, and for whatever reason, a port of Marvel Superheroes, the Capcom fighting game. And Maria's gonna talk, so shh.
So we meet again, Alucard.
Don't talk over the cutscene.
It seems so.
As friendly as ever, I see. It's strange. This castle is different than I remember it.
This castle is a creature of chaos. It may take many incarnations.
So I can't trust my memories, huh? Oh well, I'll do my best. Good luck.
Anyway, so I had Final Fantasy and Marvel Superheroes, and I lived around the corner from like a Hollywood Video, if you remember that place. And I would just like rent games like on the weekend, and this was like the first one I got. It was this and Bushido Blade. So I was a very weird kid. I usually don't make that jump, so that was good. I want to show off an effect here, but I gotta take out this bottom one. We'll bounce all the way down the stairs. I'm gonna try out a tricky jump here. I always hit my head on that little upper area. Got our steampunk goggles. Oops. And no, I don't know how to do Tetris Soul, so... And I'm not about to pause the stream so I can go and look them up. That's... Look, we're professionals here. Grab that. Nothing else we can do, so we'll just leave. Yeah, like, the PlayStation was, like, a really good console. Probably one of my... Well, there's no probably about it. It is my favorite system. Oh no, organized religion's attacking me. An atheist. Oh no, not again. Like, I spent a lot of time looking at issues of, like, Game Fan magazine, because I was, like, young and stupid and didn't realize it was run by dumb shit racists. And I'd look at, like, the PlayStation stuff because I didn't have a PlayStation at the time, and like look at like the import stuff, and my head would be all, yeah, my imagination would be all weird. And I'd finally play these games, and most of them were terrible, but this one was not. This motherfucker. I'm gonna have to use healing items now, aren't I? I don't know, I'd say if you like have any sort of interest in art, you probably have an appreciation for the PlayStation 1. Just in terms of like a lot of the experimental stuff that the system had, and just a lot of like the really good looking stuff like this game. Like you've probably come to appreciate that low poly look. Everyone else is like, oh, this is ugly now and doesn't age well, and you're like, fuck off, this looks great. No, can't do anything about that little guy. You know, neat little thing about me is I actually played this before I played Super Metroid. Like, I knew what Super Metroid was, I just didn't actually play it. And, gotta wait for that hunting girl to come back. And yeah, I shouldn't drop it. I'm gonna do just a couple runs through here and see if I can get what she's got. The hunting girl has a sword that you can only get from her, and it's like one of the best swords in the game. Like, it'll take you through most of the whole like adventure. Oh, there we go. Figured out Soul Steel. And if I don't get it on the third go, I'm just going to ignore it. It's got a pretty like low drop rate. Ugh. Okay, so we'll just leave it alone then. We don't really need it. We'll find other weapons, but it has like a neat little extra attack to it that doesn't take any magic points to use, and it's just really nice. And let me just take a look at the silver plate. I will equip that. Gives me more defense. We can use that. Oops. Maybe I'll do a off-screen grind where I try and get that sword, but for now, I'm not even gonna mess with it. We're just gonna fight this boss, the Hippogriff. Yeah. There's one more spell I know how to do. Hellfire. And yep, it's dead now. Oh, another cutscene. Shh, another cutscene.
Impressive.
Don't talk over the
Very
cutscene.
strong.
What is it you want? You didn't come here to tell me that.
You're right. Do you know the name Richter Belmont?
Of the Belmont clan? Of course, but
He disappeared about a year ago, and I'm sure he's here. If you see him, please let me know.
as you wish, my lady.
Oh, oh great.
you.
Alucard's an MRA.
So you do know how to be a gentleman.
Going on the men's rights subreddit. Piece of shit. Don't ask Alucard what he thinks about ethics in games journalism. Yeah, I know, that joke is tired. Do you get a pass on Milady in the 1800s? Maybe I'll take that when the Yahoo answers later. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, that does more damage. So I will go with the Cutlass. Oh no, there's a lot of, slang terms you'd probably get a pass for in the 1800s, like, now you're on the trolley. Excuse me, I was walking. Like, is there like a Golfist playthrough? Now we're just playing Symphony of the Night. I just wanted to play a Castlevania game, and this is one that everyone voted for. Like, I'm not doing any special challenges or anything like that. Yeah, because I know some people out there will do like the Red Rest challenge where they play with like the worst sword in the game, or second worst sword in the game. But we're not gonna mess with that. We're here to have a good time. In fact, this is the worst sword in the game here, the Turfing. It literally does 0 damage. I think it hurts one enemy in the whole game, and that's it. Yes, Skibird, I do agree. This is the best one, or the best Castlevania. It's definitely top 3 material for sure. And right, I'm just gonna skip all that. I'll come back to it later. But let me just kind of come up with my plan of attack here. Yeah, let's just head on through here. Because, like, you got Symphony of the Night at number 1, then you got Rondo of Blood at number 2, and then you got Bloodlines at number 3. Yep, I need to take this elevator. Now I can finally go up here. Get the garnet. Yeah, I don't think I played this in about a year, maybe a little less. I think I played it when I had to replace my PlayStation 3, so I just downloaded it off the, re-downloaded it from the PlayStation Store and just played through it just for the heck of it. Oh yeah, content warning, you can see a butt on that monster. Yeah, yeah, put the kids to bed. Alright, now we're gonna go underground. I mean, we can't really do a whole lot here, but I like this song though, so I'm gonna shut up again. This is like my favorite Symphony of the Night track. Yeah, nice little jazzy track in this game. But yeah, those don't break. I mean, you know, most of the tracks in this game are great, but I don't know, I just kind of prefer this one a lot. Actually, I should... Nah, I'll do it later. Not like I can never come back here. Oh yeah, I gotta break this little hidden floor here. I'm gonna fight two bosses here, as a matter of fact. Oops. Got him. Gotta hurry it up. Alucard didn't like swimming. He's a lot like Sonic the Hedgehog in that he doesn't handle water very well. Oh. Ah, dang. I was hoping I'd go like behind them and do all that. Oh well. Oh, yeah, I can do it now. Totally cheap that boss out. Get that crystal cloak. So I might as well start replacing all this stuff here. Yeah, I mean, it can be tough just because there's a lot of projectiles and you have all those worms. But, I mean, if you can, you know, do what I did, or if you just, like, just use Soul Steel a whole bunch, you should be alright. Oh, and I should, I don't think the scimitar is stronger, but let's look. It is not. see those load times, they always tell you something important's gonna happen. Got some toads here. There's a neat little effect here. Oh no! Alucard, you brutally murdered those skull people. Or spear guards. Skull people. I mean, I guess they have skulls, but still. Oh. Good, it's Trans Day of Remembrance, so I got a free pizza out of the deal. Frogs. Out of here. Alright, here we go, the big waterfall. There's gonna be an item coming up here. The secret boots. I always thought they did, like... Well, I'll show you what they do here in a moment. Let me just go into this room. Grab that health bonus. So, let's take a look at Alucard's sprite here. Go into the accessories. They discreetly increase your height. They make your sprite slightly bigger. But I always thought it had, like, you know, because it had secret in the name, I thought that it did something else, like, more important. It doesn't, but... Yeah, when you're like 9 or whatever playing this for the first time, you don't really know.
I'll take you to a place which might be interesting for you.
Yeah, thanks. I forget where it is, but there's like a bag of money, like a huge bag of money somewhere up here. It's like $1,000 or something. I think it's right here. I can't reach it though. And there we go. The merman statue. Unfortunately, I can use it here, but I have to actually go all the way back around to where I came from, and I'm not going to do that, because that takes too long. But I will go up here. So we're heading back to the entrance of the castle. And here's like a little secret here you probably didn't know about, which I'll show you here in a moment. Can't access it yet, but go away, merman. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can't go up there yet either. Anyway, it's like that rock tunnel. You have to go through in 2 different forms, and I've gone through in my wolf form, and I have to go through when I can turn into a bat, and that activates a hidden room, and activates a hidden door for another room in that area. Anyway, so let's think of a new area to go through. Yeah, I will go through. I'm going back to the Marble Gallery, kind of like the central hub of this castle. But first, we're gonna. I should have jumped on the left. Yeah, that's right. That the jewel sword is in there. Could never have enough of those life bonuses. I love those zombies. They're great. They make great sound effects. You know, again, great Foley artistry. So, those of you who know anything about Lovecraft can figure out that that's not actually Cthulhu, or Cthulhu, or, you know, however pedantic nerds like to pronounce it online. But there is another enemy named Malachi that looks like Cthulhu. There was like a weird, like, error where the names were switched. It's not as bad as Aria of Sorrow, where the Hindu goddess Kali is now named Curly, like one of the Three Stooges. Yuck, 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 you imbecile. Still can't go up there. So up there is a hammer. Not like a weapon hammer. It's like a... Oh, hold on. Gotta think here. Yeah. Who cares? Intelligence. Intelligence is overrated. This is America. We don't think here. So, I don't think I've talked about jump canceling. It's like when you swing your sword, you have to like wait for it to come back before you can move. But if you jump, you don't have to, you can keep moving forward. So, you've probably noticed me doing a lot of, like, if I'm using a sword, I jump a lot, but if I'm using my, like, short range weapon, I'll probably crouch down and use it. That works in, like, pretty much every other Castlevania since this game. Oh, I don't want this rock. Or actually, I think. Now that I think about it, I don't believe it works in like Circle of the Moon and Harmony of Dissonance because like you don't use like a sword, you use like the standard Belmont whip and it controls like that. Anyway, I wanted to come by and grab this. But like an Aria of Sorrow and like Portrait of Ruin and what was the other one? Order of Ecclesia, you can do the jump cancel. That's very useful. I'm going to show you something here. It took me a long time to figure out how to do that. and the Alucard armor and weapon set. So I'm just going to show you all something here. My luck stat you can see on the left, currently at 20. However, if I equip the whole set, oh, actually goes up to 50. It's increased by 30. So if you ever need to like get like a very rare drop or something, that'll actually give you a boost. Oh shit! Now I gotta sit here and wait for that statue to move. Yeah. So we'll just. All right. This is exciting. Let's just jump around real quick. Yeah, you have to wait for time to pass for that left side to open up, and that's where we need to go next. Is up here. Okay, here I can go up. I mean, I can't explore too much of the area, but I really just need to pass through. Pass go and collect $200 or $300. Although, I did not intend for this to be a segue, but when I was in high school, many years ago, I went to class like in no real good condition. I hung out with all the stoner kids, so as a result, I did a lot of bad things. But I went to class like, stoned out of my mind, and my English teacher made like a really stupid joke about Monopoly, do not pass go, do not collect $200, and he said it in such a weird tone of voice, I couldn't help but laugh, and I was literally the only person in class who laughed, and everybody knew right then and there, oh, this kid's fucked up. This is a little embarrassing, Gabby's here. Hi, Gabby. We're in the Coliseum now. I don't think you played this game, so it doesn't really mean much to you, but we made it a fair way through. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta get the holy water again. But before we do that, let's go and check out some of this amazing voice acting that we all know and love.
Who are you? Open Hell's Gate. Come forth, my servants. The scent of your blood. You're a Belmont. Crush this flea who invades my castle.
Classic. I like how these two became a tag team. Like they were just like, oh fuck, that's right. I keep trying to go for holy water, even though that's not the case. Like they were both like these solo acts in Rondo of Blood, and now they're like a team here. Just gonna go for a, oops. I'm gonna need to use one of those because I'm so yeah, normally this game's like really easy, but these guys are actually pretty tough. So let's go with the Jewel Knuckles. And we got him. Hold on, don't talk over the cutscene.
I'm certain that was a Belmont. So he says he's the lord of this castle.
Okay, let's jump over that switch. Yeah, Miss could pass if it studied hard enough. Please don't report me for stealing a joke. Oh yeah, I definitely do not want to mess with that hallway quite yet. I'm gonna grab this blood cloak. Actually, no I'm not. I thought I had like equivalent stats to the crystal cloak, but I was wrong. Ah. Okay, if you look in the background here, this monster, that was Voss in Rondo of Blood, but here it's just a dead body. And the Paranthropus that I just took out, I can't get it here, but on like a, I guess like New Game Plus, for lack of a better term, if I, yeah, if I finish the game and then come back here, I can get an item called the Ring of Varda, which increases all of my stats. And it's like, it's not translated correctly, but it's meant to be like a reference to Lord of the Rings. I don't know what, excuse me. Don't know much about Lord of the Rings though. Actually, now that I have holy water, I can go back through that hallway. Sorry, my voice was like going out on me for some reason. Oh, I got it. The Werevein. It says it's effective against werebeasts. That doesn't really mean anything. But here's the thing, if I do a Hadoken motion with this sword, I can do that. Also, it's like a really cool looking pink sword. Oh, shit. That's kind of why you don't want to mess with these guys. They'll knock you back over and over again. Okay, I'm gonna just use holy water and then hit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. No! Go out of my fucking way. Thank you. Yeah. These guys are kind of dicks. There. And let's grab a healing item. Grab some of my Trans Day of Remembrance pizza, which didn't do much. Political commentary for you there. There. Ugh. Oop. Let's maybe head down. Okay, let's head maybe up. This area can be kind of tough. Just to heal up a bunch. Okay, now we're good. He's like, oh no, my buddy. But he's dead now. The fountain, there's nothing. Looks like it does something. I used to think it did something, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's not like the it's not like those statues in Super Metroid. It's like, oh, the end of the game is here. Also, kind of a controversial take, but I don't particularly care much for the music in this area. Oh, yeah, there's another hallway you'll get knocked out of. Like, I know a lot of people like it, but to me, kind of sounds like someone's just jamming on a Casio demo. Like they're playing number 5 on the keyboard. You know, and I hate to say that about Michiru Yamane, because she does great music, but I just don't like this one a whole lot. There. Just gonna take damage to save time. Bam. Got the shield rod. So we have ourselves this new weapon here. Actually, let me go ahead and equip a shield and then use it. So it does like quite a bit of damage, like, well, not quite a bit of damage, but it does like a nice bit of damage. But if I press both at once, you get an effect per shield. So my offense has gone up temporarily for the Knight Shield. And then if I do right, left, right, the shield from Gradius will appear. And then will like protect me from any projectiles, like in Gradius itself. Neat little thing there. And let me mess with the Alucard shield. It does nothing. You get a little question mark over your head. And then the leather shield, because I only have these 3 shields right now. And you get an increase to your defense. So I mean, shield rod, kind of useful, but I'm going to go back to my Werebane and Jewel Knuckle combo. Actually, before I do that, real reason I'm here, I'm going to use this library card and go back to the library. And just to make sure I don't accidentally use that again.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
Actually, let me grab a couple more of those.
Thank you.
And yeah, it'll be a while before I can get the Joseph's cloak.
Thank you.
Grab a couple of those too. But now that we have the double jump and the ability to turn into mist, we can actually go through the rest of the library, and that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, let's save it. Why not? Oh yeah, these guys are extremely annoying. The flea armor. Very small, hard to hit. I mean, they don't do a whole lot of damage, but still, it's kind of aggravating to just sit there and just get hit. Oh, so I did get a new weapon. I might as well show that off. The Takamitsu. So there are also two-handed weapons in... Oh, excuse me. Two-handed weapons in this game. It's just a... It's just a crappy kendo stick. Doesn't really do anything. There are some decent two-handed weapons, but by and large you're not going to use them. There's like one exception, but that's not going to come for a long time. We're going to go down here. Ugh. Deal with this fucker. There's also a boss like right here. I say boss, I'm using like inverted commas to describe him. But I can't kill him just yet. See, he summons other enemies. And this Mudman? That's the only time that Mudman will show up in this game. So if I kill the boss too early, then I cannot get a full bestiary. And he's dead. Oh, and I don't need the stopwatch again, so I can avoid that. I got another Takamitsu and a Frankfurter. And now we have like pretty much the most important item in the whole game, which is now being able to turn to a bat. We can fly around. In fact, if we wanted to, we could finish the game right now. But let's not do that quite yet. Ah. Those of you who played this game before know exactly what I mean when I say finish the game. But yeah, let's not spoil it. There's at least one person in this chat who has not played Symphony of the Night. So we have the stone mask. I'm gonna equip that. And we have the holy rod, which it's alright, but we'll get a better holy weapon later. Because pretty much it's like incredibly useful just because every enemy barring one is weak to holy. So it'll end up doing more damage than what its stats will lead you to believe, but I just want to stick to using this. I just don't like using like blunt weapons, like the rods, so I won't. Now we can go into this other room and get our first familiar, the fairy. But I have to turn on the card. See, she's right there. What the fairy does is she'll use like she's kind of like a auto item thing. Let me think before I speak. She'll automatically use items for you, like potions or like antidotes. And there's also special items that only she can use, like the life apple, which will like bring you back to life if you're killed. And she can use the hammer, so if you're turned into stone, she'll just like break you out immediately instead of having to wiggle the D-pad around. And we're watching that right now. Oh, but I don't have any uncursed potions, so just can't use them. There. Here, let's try that again. So she's useful for that reason, but I'll end up replacing her after a bit. So we're almost done with the library. There's still one more segment, which I will show you, but I have to go back to the Marble Gallery again before I can show you that. But you do get some really useful items from there. And since Gabby, you came in late, I'm going to assume you're still here. The reason I'm dashing backwards is you move faster that way than just simply walking forward. And I skipped over the Marble Gallery like a fool. Let me go back up. Oh yeah, I haven't shown off what happens when you get turned into stone. That happens. And then you just wiggle the D-pad and break out. And there's like a 1 in a million chance that you'll turn into like a big stone gargoyle instead. Whoop. Ah. I like to use the backdash during long hallways like this. I can also go back to that underground area, which is what I'm going to do next. Oh, hold on. Got a morning set. I forget what's in the morning set. Oh, eggs, toast, and coffee. Sounds good. I mean, I don't actually like eggs, but I'll definitely take the toast and the coffee. Anyway, now that I can turn into a bat, I can fly straight up. And that's what I'm going to do. And now we have the gravity boots. And I will show you what those do here in a sec. If I do down, up, and jump, I'll just do that. Now, I think you may know what I'm doing next. And if not, don't worry, I'm going to show you. Where did I put the library cards at? I agree, eggs are gross. We're going back to the library. Because we haven't completely finished all of our tasks here. whatever. Who cares what the ectoplasms have to say, or who cares what they have to say, yeah. So now we can finally go down this bottom path I've been ignoring this whole time. Yeah, if Alucard wants to punch or anything. Yeah, Bronze Curious. We're not going to do that. But now we have the gravity jump. We can jump under the librarian. And the first time you do it, you get that bonus to your health, but if I keep doing it, I will get more items. And that's what I'm here to do. We'll see, you know, it has a funny little expression when you do it. Ring of Arcana, that's useful. What that does, increases rare item appearance. We're gonna need that. The other one I'll do off screen. You know, I don't want you all to sit here and watch me just jump up and down in a straight line for several minutes. But the other one's a suit of armor, turns you into one of the Axe Knights. You can also start the game with that armor if you type in Axe Armor as your file name. Actually, yeah, we'll go underground. I could go to the clock tower, but yeah, I'll do that last. Whoop. Stone Roses, great band. Sorry about all this backtracking, but you know how these kind of games are. Alright, now we're heading back underground. And this time I just want to go straight down. Well, let's go to that room first. And the reason being is because I can turn into a bat, I just won't fall straight down and go to this room on the right. Did not mean to do that. And I have a new accessory, the Moonstone. Improve status after sunset. I believe that's just like messes with your system clock. Like because it's nighttime where I'm playing, it'll go up. Because there's also an equivalent sunstone which will improve your stats in the daytime. Oh, what's this? This doesn't look like a normal save point. What can be in here? Let's find out.
Mother!
That voice! Alucard, it's you!
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard! Don't come here!
But Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others, I gladly surrender my life.
Mother, no! Please, no!
Yes, Alucard. Watch me die, and remember always my last words to you.
Yes, Mother.
You must despise humans. They are to be your prey.
What?
Better for them to die than to let them compound their sins. Begin by slaying that one over there.
No, it wasn't like this.
What's wrong? Alucard.
My mother never said such a thing.
What do you mean? Kill them and bring them happiness.
No, you're not my mother. What kind of demon are you?
No, you're not my real dad.
You broke free of my spell. I like that.
Demon, death is too good for you.
Come here, little boy, and show me what you got.
So we just gotta take on this incredibly difficult demon. Wow, never thought I'd make it out of there alive.
Darling, I smell your blood. You're a vampire? Could it be? That strength, that beauty. You're the son of Lord Dracula.
Death in the dream world will set your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Wait, I beg of you.
Yeah, I smell you are blood. The blood of a vampire. Oh yeah, I should probably show off that gold ring that I got. Doesn't mean anything right now. Actually, did you know that the Xbox 360 version fixes that typo? So it's now like your blood and not you are blood? Oh, wait, no, I do want to go down that way. Yeah, for some reason, like, the 360 version, it made, like, a few changes to the original. Like, it, like, changed some of the, like, one song, and it removed, like, a couple, and it removed, like, all those, like, pre-rendered cutscenes, like, the beginning and the end. And then it made, like, a couple of spelling changes, and that was it. Like, it wasn't, like, a full-on retranslation like the PSP version was. Look, I have played like every single version of Symphony of the Night. I mean, it's like one of my favorite games. But I ended up sticking with the... Yeah, that typo did not get fixed in the 360 version. But like, yeah, like I have played the PSP version, and it's like alright, but I was kind of let down that it didn't bring back everything that was in the Saturn version. It only brought back like Maria and like the two familiars that were removed in this version of the game, but it doesn't bring in like the extra areas that the Saturn version had. And shit, I went the wrong way. I have to go back to that hole I dug earlier. That's a neat little thing you can do as the bat. It does a little bit of damage, but it's mostly just you want to use it to get around. Okay, let's first things first. Let's open up. This is what that switch I activated was for. Very slowly lure this Donkey Kong skeleton over here. But I'm gonna head back up here before I go back down there. Excuse you. I keep jumping into these frogs. Anyway, so I grabbed that merman statue earlier, which will now call the ferryman down here. He wasn't here before.
To meet your destiny.
Just wait for him to slowly ferry me over. And we got it, the holy symbol, the snorkel. So now I can finally go underwater without having to take damage or anything like that. You know, you go on in ahead, man. I want to grab these items. There we go. And yeah, that's another good thing to have. On the knuckle dusters. Those are not useful. They're not as strong as the jewel knuckles, so I'm not even gonna bother equipping them. So the traditional bone cannons are now fish heads. And I'll show off that weapon I just picked up here, mostly because it has like it has the wrong name. It's another two-handed weapon, and it says that it's nunchucks, but they're not. They're clearly like police. They're clearly tonfas, like police batons. Oh, hold on. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's actually take a look at my... So the ice brand, that'll be very useful a bit later on, and I got that sword early. I'll be straight with you, I didn't actually know that fish heads drop those. Oh. Yeah, shit, hold on. They're whipping my butt here. And... oh, there's an item there. So I do want to grab that too. Dot 22. And so now we can finally go down here. And, okay, yeah, it's just a save room. So servers don't have to do a whole lot other than just stand on these platforms and throw holy water at it. Oh, did not want that. Gremlins. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. The real problem with these gremlins, they just kind of leave all these fires here. And we have our new familiar, which I'll be using, which I'll be replacing the fairy with. The demon. So I think I mentioned earlier that there were other familiars that were like removed from the US release, and they were just the demon and the fairy again, but the other fairy would sing if you just stood idle long enough. And it was actually like another... you can actually listen to it if you have the Japanese version. It's just like a file on the disc you can listen to. I think you can listen to it on a CD player as well. And then like the alternate version of the demon is just the demon with like a human mask on. It's some sort of Japanese pun that I don't completely understand. They were put back into the PSP re-release, though I don't know if the song that the fairy sings is the original one or if it was translated.
A switch. Why don't I press it and see?
Yeah, good job, demon. But I mean, otherwise, we didn't really miss much in the Japanese to US release, unless you're like are like a massive stickler for like good voice acting as opposed to amazing voice acting, which you're getting here. Oh, hold on, I gotta show you these peanuts. They are difficult to eat. I throw them up in the air, and if you catch them in your mouth, get 50 health, and then Alucard does a little pose when he gets it. Oh, shit. And that's like pretty much it. This abandoned mine is just like a straight shot to another area. Which is where we're gonna go next. Oh, let me grab these mushrooms though. Okay, that's the exit. Over here are some new items, which I'm not really gonna use. I mean, I might use the karma coin if I need to use like a one-time use weapon, but I'm not gonna equip the combat knife though. Let's go and save it though. And the cat eye circlet. Okay, never mind. Sorry, got a little thing in my throat there. There's another circlet in this game hidden somewhere, and it completely trivializes an otherwise very difficult boss fight later in the game. And actually, I'm going to... This is where you want the Ice Brand sword. Because pretty much everything here is weak against it. If I can get that jump going. Some monster vials. Those will summon skeletons, or at least Monster Vial 3 will. Monster Vials 1 and 2 will do other enemies. Yeah. And then the Ice Brand also has its own Hadoken ability. The game seems overwhelming. It really isn't. Like, mostly because the game itself isn't particularly difficult, so it's very easy to kind of look at stats and stuff. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff in the game. Like, there's a lot of weapons and armor that like I will never use, but I mean, it's just nice that there's a lot of it, I guess. Like, I don't even know how many people worked on this game, but it wasn't very many. Like, a lot less than you would expect for a game of this size. Yeah. Yeah. And like, one thing you can't do here that you can do in later games is like sell off older, like obsolete equipment that you don't need. So here you just end up with like a big, like your pockets will be completely full of crap. Like Aria of Sorrow, for example, you can just go and sell off like old swords you don't need, or like duplicate items that you pick up or something. Oh, that was a game with a lot of unique weaponry though. Like getting that laser cannon was kind of a pain. Oh, the walk armor. Don't need any other armor for the rest of the game. I kind of skipped over the description, but your defense goes up the more of the map you uncover. So by the end, you'll be like, you know, you won't have to really worry about defense. Oh, here we go. This is a really cool boss coming up. Now, we are Legion. Expect us. And actually, this entire underground section, like this area, the underground mine, and the underground reservoir, were all one level in Harmony of Despair. They were one. It was one of the DLC levels you can buy, and Legion here was the boss of that level. And then like the other, and then like the other part of Symphony of the Night that was DLC was the entrance, the alchemy lab, and then I think the chapel. I don't know. It's been a while since I played Harmony of Despair, because like nobody else plays it anymore. And what's the point of playing a Monster Hunter knockoff of? Oh, what am I playing this with? I'm playing this with a PlayStation 2 controller. And Mormagil, that's a black sword, strong versus holy. It's useless because one enemy in this whole game is weak to holy, so... Or it has a holy element to it, I mean. Yeah, I have a, what I'm using is like I have a special USB port, or a special USB adapter, and I can plug PlayStation, Sega Saturn, and Sega Dreamcast controllers into it. So I'm using the PlayStation 2 controller to play this. Just easier. Because having used an Xbox 360 controller to play this game, it's not fun. I like that death animation. I don't know why, it's kind of gruesome, but... So we're finished with this side, but there's still another side that we need to go through before we can, you know, really call it good. And I have a feeling that I need to get it in a different part of the castle. So I may have I may have wasted everyone's time coming down here early. And yep, because I don't have the bat's echolocation ability yet. So I'll be coming back here later. So I need to go back. Probably actually, no, I'll just go up from here. I'll just backtrack through this section and go into the teleporter instead of wasting a library card. Because I know where I need to go now that I remember. And I don't know if you can hear all those Discord noises in the background. If you can, I apologize. And if not, then forget I said anything. Oh, I don't need to use this sword for a while, so I'll just go back to my werevein. Ah, still took damage. Let's see. I'll go in through the horse area. I know there was an additional teleport room added to the Saturn version, but I can't remember what animal head it was. If it was like a tiger or bear or something like that. Hold on, I'm getting owned by all these ghosts here. Yeah, Castlevania, it's good. Yeah, they can be trouble. Although, ironically enough, I've never had the problem with Medusa heads that a lot of other people had. Like, I kind of figured out a long time ago that, like, most of the Castlevania games, if you just kind of keep walking forward and you rarely ever stop, enemies aren't that big a deal. Like, they aren't as much of a pain as if you, like, stopped and tried to fight every single one. But I mean, Rondo of Blood, that's different. You do have to stop and fight each individual enemy, otherwise you will die very quickly. Yeah, I played actually now I think about it, I've played pretty much all of them except for the ones on like the PlayStation 2 ones. I didn't play those, but yeah, like birds are definitely a problem. But like Medusa heads, it's like there's kind of a pattern to them that I figured out. But birds are definitely an issue. Fleamen can be an issue. What else is a problem in Castlevania? Yeah, enemies that tend to just kind of hang out on like platforms where you need to land. They can take a hike. I'll just sit here and take 1 point of damage. So walk armor is like really good. Oh, I didn't go down here, did I? Oh no, I did. It's the rooms up here I did not go in. Oh, let me activate this real quick. Okay, there. Now I'll have that teleporter active for when, if I need to come back here. Don't want that knife. The knife has never been good in any Castlevania game. Like, even when item crashes were introduced. Oh, that was close. Yeah, Bible's alright. Oh, here's a neat little thing. A couple of my friends did not know about this. Oh, Alucard's too big to get out. So we're taking on Count Orlok. Or as the game says, Count Orlox. It's meant to be Nosferatu, like the other Dracula. He just wants to... Okay, never mind. He's gonna transform now. That's why the Wear Vein is so useful. So you can just do those rapid attacks on enemies. It's all about that DPS, you know? There it is, the Echo of Bat. That's what we need. Esports, yes. I agree. Esports. I might as well run down to the bottom. Show you all the cool fountain. Open up all the shortcuts that are around here and all that. Also get the most useful familiar in the game. There it is. I think there's a familiar that tells you where hidden walls are. I think it's actually the fairy that does that. But we're going to equip the sword familiar. Because he'll get useful later on. Especially once we can equip him as a weapon. And cast a magic spell that gives us like 99 of every jewel, so we can buy any item we want with no problem. Speaking of money, how much do I have? Yeah, not enough. Excuse me, dude. Get out of my way. So you walk past this fountain, the water turns into blood. Ah! Shit. I'm getting messed up over here. Let's go through here. Oh, garnet. Yeah, who's your favorite crystal gem? Okay, and that's just a save room. I don't think there's any doors on the left, so we'll get out of here. So now I have this new ability. Now we can finish up the catacombs. And get a very nice set of armor. Here we are. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I pointed it out that familiars gain experience whenever you defeat enemies, and that's how they level up. Cause like, let's see here, cause yeah, my familiars have gained some levels. I mean, it doesn't mean much until like they're much higher in level when they gain new abilities, but it's really only the sword that matters. So now, with the echolocation, we can actually see this room, which is actually full of spikes. So we just gotta go through very slowly, because we hit these, we're pretty much dead. Because we will just bounce on all of them like a ping pong ball. And it's been a little while since I saved. Okay, now we're good. Yeah. The were skeleton has moves like Jagger. Did you ever notice that? And here it is, the Spike Breaker armor. I'll equip that. And I should equip a library card. So it will cut a long journey. You know, cut a lot of backtracking out if I just teleport back here.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
Thank you. Farewell for now.
And where's my... Oh, and equip my werebane again. And I think what I'll do is I'll just head straight to the clock tower now. I've been avoiding it until now. It's mostly because it's kind of a useless area, but it'll probably take less time to get to where I need to go from there than if I were to take an even longer route. Yeah, I'll just go through here. But let me go ahead and hit save now. Yeah, you never know. You never know with these sort of things. I hope you like heavy metal, because you're going to hear a lot of it right now. And a neat little thing here about the clock tower is it's from like from where I'm about to enter, this section and on, it's pretty much exactly the same layout as it was in Rondo of Blood. Like, everything changes in the castle between games except for the clock tower. Like, there's a few graphical differences, and obviously a difference in enemy placement, but the layout's exactly the same. Did not mean to get turned to stone. Okay, there's one. There are 4 gears we need to turn until they click. Okay, and the last one is right up here. Now we can go into this door here. Rondo of Blood, this is where you rescue the person, one of the 4 women captured by Dracula. Here you just get a bunch of stuff that I honestly don't need because I came to this section way too late for any of it to be useful. Oh, there's also another hidden area here. Excuse me, dude. Hey, you need to chill. You need to chill out. Great. Cloak Knight drops a sword as well. It's a very difficult weapon to get. And I don't think it really does anything, like, specialty-wise. Like, I remember reading that it was kind of important, but I honestly could not remember why. You know, it's not exactly the Crusagram or anything. This section's a bit different than it was in Rondo of Blood. You don't get like the weird paintings or the mirror or anything like that. I like how they hold their noses before they get killed. At least I think that's what they're supposed to be doing. I mean, for all I know, they could just be covering their faces in shame. Or like holding their head like, oh no, I've been killed or something. Oh, yeah, I gotta go on the side. And here's a boss. So we're almost there, almost at the end. We're getting there. Getting to a WTF moment, as they say. We obtained the ghost card. I might show the ghost card off, although it's not particularly useful. Alright, come here, you. There. I mean, I do have a fireball now, but it takes way too long to actually get it out. And that's a pretty useful ability. Once I actually get the MP to use it, I can just avoid all of these guys. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, we're just going to go down this bottom path here. Alucard, come on, dude. Because now we're back in the chapel, which is where I need to be. Need to go to church. I've heard that quite a few times on Twitter. Yeah, alright, next one. So now, let me make sure I have Spike Breaker equipped. And Spike Breaker, that's exactly what it says it does. It breaks spikes. Break them with our head, too.
So, did you find Richter?
I don't know if he's the one you're looking for, but I found a Belmont.
Really? So he is here?
But the one I saw was the enemy. He was the lord of this castle.
That can't be true. You're wrong. I must go now.
Although they never really explained how Maria made it into this room. Like, that part doesn't make any sense. You know, I demand realism in my game about vampires. I'm gonna use my library card one more time. Because I need to go back to a giant clock. Even though the rings make it sound like you have to wear them in the clock tower. And you don't. That's just a bad localization problem. In a game that's otherwise known for an excellent localization. next one right here. I know. Gotta take this path so many times. You think I'd have it like memorized by now? Almost there. Ouija. The Ouija board. Oh, there. Ooh, tolls 13 times. Spooky.
Alucard?
That voice, Maria?
I'm sorry. You were right. He has joined forces with the enemy.
So it was a Belmont after all.
But someone must be controlling him. Whatever we do, we can't harm Richter.
But he must be stopped.
I know. Well, here. Take these with you.
What are these?
If you wear these, you can see beyond evil illusions.
Thank you. 'Tis best then if you pray for the soul of your friend.
Okay, so years back, somebody on YouTube who is much funnier than I'll ever be made a joke about putting on the holy glasses and looking at today's politicians. And it was such a corny joke that I'm almost offended I did not get to say it first. So, let's see. Yeah, I'll just go up. Maybe. If this'll open up. So I can take a shortcut right from here. It'll hurry up. It'll go. Go faster. Alright, so now we're gonna see what those holy glasses do. Yeah, that'll do it. Head down the end of this hallway here. We're gonna go back into the goat. And okay, let me go ahead and save real quick. Let me go into this room. So all we have to do now is fly across, since the stairs are missing in this incarnation of the castle. Yeah, the food items are useful. The other stuff, not so much.
I've been waiting for you.
Answer me. Why is a Belmont planning the resurrection of Count Dracula?
Count Dracula rises but once every century, and my role is over. If I can resurrect him, then the battle will last for eternity.
If those are your true feelings, then so be it.
So Maria told you, to look at this green orb here. Ignore that, because we need to kill Richter Belmont. Oh, never mind. Thank you, Sword Familiar, for killing the joke.
All is not yet lost. The resurrection of Count Dracula is at hand.
I can't even troll my own audience. Fucking ruined it. So yes, Gabby, I am going to do the inverted castle. But I was going to get the bad ending and then during the credits say, hey, I got you, I'm going to do the rest of the game next week or whenever I stream again. Because we've been playing for a good couple hours and it might be time to cool it. But I'll do it at the next save point.
No. What have I done?
Thank you, Alucard, for saving Richter.
Alucard? The same Alucard who fought alongside my ancestor, Trevor Belmont? That was over 300 years ago.
No time for small talk. Is the person who controlled you in that castle over there?
Yes, I think so.
Maria, take Richter and leave here. I'll finish this.
All right. Good luck.
Oh, that was weird. So I guess we'll just go through the rest of this little area here. And we'll equip the royal cloak. So I guess since I'm in this like home stretch, I'll thank everyone for watching and sticking with me for these last couple of hours. And next time I stream, we'll be going through the rest of the castle, and I'll be showing you stuff that that I skipped over in the normal castle, especially since a new item has appeared now that I've made this section, that I have reached this section. But until then, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Good night, everyone.